All right, so I'm driving right now. It's like I'm gonna try to make a video while I'm driving so I can make more videos and as much videos as possible. I don't know how the mic audio is gonna be. I think I've done this like one time before, so I don't necessarily know how the audio is going. Hopefully it's good, but what I really want to talk about today is the Phoenix Suns. I don't know what it is, man, but the Phoenix Suns have been a disastrous basketball team this year. From the whole Bradley Beal trade to the Kevin Durant trade to everything, they've just been a disaster. These past 2 years must have been really hard for Suns fans. And so just talking about it, man, what do I think the Suns need to do is kind of like the main focal point of this video. For the most part, the Suns, in my opinion, what they should do. Hold on, this car is going so slow around me. Let me go past this car. In my opinion, what the Suns need to do is, first off, they need to trade everybody. In my opinion, they should hit the reset button. Just hit the reset button once again and just start over. Maybe trade Booker. Like, I know a lot of NBA fans and Suns fans do not want to trade Booker, but that should be on the table. Like, if a team is calling for Devin Booker, I would listen to it. I wouldn't say pull the trigger right away. Like, I wouldn't trade Devin Booker unless he wants to come in the office and say he wants to get traded. But if there's a great offer out there for Devin Booker, I would take it. I really would. I would take it, and I would see, like, because I think Devin Booker could maybe go for like a first, maybe like 1 or 2 first round picks. Maybe. It depends, because like the NBA is so different than it was like a few years ago. Who remembers the Kevin Durant trade where it was like 5 first round picks or something like that? Ridiculous. And so I don't think that when trading Kevin Durant, you're going to get that same return. But maybe with Booker and Durant together, if you both trade them, then you could possibly get maybe like a few first round picks. When it comes to Bradley Beal, to be honest, you just have to cut ties and you just have to simply cut him off. Like, you cannot keep Bradley Beal on the basketball team. Like, you're going to have to like release him or something. Like, he has to be off the squad no matter what the cost. You might have to release him. You might have to take that dead money. He has a no trade clause, so you can't really trade him, or it's really hard to trade him. So I would not trade Bradley Beal, in my opinion. I would just release him or cut him, man. Unless he waives his no trade clause and some team wants to get Bradley Beal, then definitely, yeah. But in my opinion, I would just cut Bradley Beal. I'll just take that dead money. I'll just let it rip. I know that the Phoenix Suns have fired like 3 head coaches in the last 3 years, which is just ridiculous. They fired Monty Williams, Frank Vogel, and also Mike Budenholzer. And the Suns are still paying those coaches. I don't know if they're still paying Monty, but I know they're paying Frank Vogel and Mike Budenholzer for like the next few years. So it's just like every year, like no matter what coach comes in, it seems like they're just gonna get fired, right? Like if the season doesn't do good. And the thing, I think Matt Ishbia, the Phoenix Suns owner, what he's trying to do is he's trying to build a team by buying it. He's trying to buy a team. He's trying to buy just a bunch of talent and putting it together and hoping that they win, which I respect it, man. You know, you got to respect that take, because there's some, like Stephen A. Smith, for example, came out and he was talking about how, like Matt Ishbia is one of the worst owners in basketball. How is he one of the worst owners? I don't understand that, because he's making leaps. He is taking strides. Like, he's swinging big. He really is, spending all that money getting Bradley Beal and stuff. He's swinging big, and yeah, he missed. But maybe with this experience, he could learn that to build a team, you need more than just scores. You need more than just star names. You need players that complement those star players. That's how you build a championship roster. You need guys that are going to complement your superstar the best. So let's say Kevin Durant, for example. Kevin Durant is a pure natural scorer. So you're going to need defense, rebounding, and shooting around Kevin Durant. You need spot-up shooters. You need someone who can knock down corner threes. You need somebody that could play defense. You need somebody that could get rebounds, right? Like, that's what you need when you have a guy like Kevin Durant and Devin Booker on the squad. Like, all you really need is like 2 superstars, like 1 or 2 superstars to win the entire championship. I mean, look at the Boston Celtics last year. They have 2 dominant superstars in Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Okay, Jaylen Brown being a superstar, that's kind of if in the air, but he's a great number 2 option. Like, you have to have a great number 1 and number 2 option, and then the rest of the team has to just fill it out where you complement like their play style. Like the Boston Celtics, for example, they have Tatum and Brown. Those are like the 1 and 2 guys, but everybody else just complements it so well. Just great shooting, great defense. Kristaps long, could get stops and stuff. Like, that's how you're supposed to build an NBA roster. You can't just put like a bunch of big name known players together and expect something to happen. I mean, look at the 2021 or 2022 Lakers. I think it was the 2022 Lakers. Yeah, LeBron, Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard. Like, you can't just put big names together and hoping that they win a championship. You need way more than just those things. So for the Phoenix Suns, I feel like they need to really see, okay, who do we want to build around? Do we want to continue to build around Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, or do we want to trade those guys? There's been like reports and stuff. I'll put it up on the screen. There's like a report that Kevin Durant is going to be looking for a new trade partner this summer. So Kevin Durant's already gone. So your only choice is to really build around Devin Booker. And you did a pretty good job. Well, not really Matt Ishbia, but James Jones, the GM of the Suns. He's done a good job because he got that championship. Who remembers the 2021 Suns, right? He had Chris Paul, a great facilitator that could really orchestrate the offense. You had Mikal Bridges, someone that could play defense and could knock down shots. Jay Crowder, another spot-up shooter, right? DeAndre Ayton, someone that could somewhat give boards and stuff. He was kind of the scapegoat of that. But you were up, of that team and why they lost. But just a few years ago, the 2021 Suns were 2-0 in the finals. 2-0, which is crazy. They're 2-0 in the finals, and yet they fall short by getting gentlemen swept and lost 4 straight games after that one. But they were so close. They were there. And Devin Booker does, in my opinion, Devin Booker does have what it takes to win a championship. I mean, we saw him in that playoff series going crazy. And they need to kind of just go back to that. They need to draft good. They need to just rebuild on that. But the thing is even though, they do need to rebuild, is Devin Booker going to want to stay for yet another rebuild? It seems like every other year the Suns are just rebuilding, right? So it's does Devin Booker really want to stay that long to rebuild? That's the main question. Is Devin Booker going to stay or not? And so if Devin Booker is kind of getting older and you know that he's probably going to want to ask out if you're going through another rebuild, then I would say just listen to the trade offers and trade Devin Booker. Listen, I know he's the heart and soul of the Phoenix Suns. He is the Suns. But you have to listen to the offers, man. The Oklahoma City Thunder, for example, we traded Russell Westbrook. I'm a Thunder fan, so we traded Russell Westbrook, and look what we have now. We have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, #1 seed in the West. So it's not all just downfall and sadness, right? It's not that terrible going through rebuilds, but rebuild is necessary for a lot of the teams. I think the Phoenix Suns desperately need a rebuild. They need to rebuild from the ground up. They need to draft their guys, and they need to get their guys that is going to complement their star players really well. And it really sucks for the Suns because not only are obviously they're eliminated from the playoffs and stuff, and they're not really doing so hot, but they don't also own any lottery picks this year because I think Houston or somebody has their picks. So it's what the heck? So it's you don't have any of your picks, right? You don't have anything. The Suns, honestly, are probably going to be cooked for the next few years. Hold on, let me turn down my AC a little bit. Hopefully that hasn't been messing up the mic. So it's what do the Suns do next? In my opinion, I think what they should do is just rebuild through the draft. I feel that's the best way to win in the NBA or just win in sports in general. It's just building through the draft. The Phoenix Suns aren't a big, huge market team. And so I think that what they can do is to simply build through the draft, get be buns for a few years, maybe trade your superstars, get some type of assets back and build through the draft, build a homegrown guy, another Devin. Obviously Devin Booker cannot be replaceable, but get somebody like that, somebody that is going to be your dominant guy for the next 5-10 years, and just build complementary pieces around him by getting a good center, getting a good wing, right? Getting good players that could complement that player. And obviously it's going to take time, and your numbers and stuff might go down, but that's what's needed in basketball. It's just what it is, man. Even in NFL, right? Same thing with tanking and stuff. The Suns should be tanking these next few years. But I feel what the Suns are going to do, they're going to trade Durant, right? They're going to trade Durant, get somebody, and then they're going to try to make another trade. I already know that's what's most likely the Suns are going to do. They're going to try to run it back, but instead, not having Booker or Durant, they're going to try to get another guy that could be with Booker, and they could be the two thing, and hopefully they could win again. But then they're going to be maybe average at best, playing and maybe miss the play-in or losing the play-in. That's what I think the Suns are probably going to do. But hey, man, listen, I don't know. I mean, I would love for the Suns to rebuild, but again, it's the Phoenix Suns. Matt Ishbia we're talking about. I don't know if he believes in rebuilds, because I remember a few years ago he was talking about how, all the teams would rather be in his position, or the team or 29 teams would trade for his team. I don't believe that, solely because of just picks, man. Picks and draft is so important. And it seems like the Suns are trying to build like a 2021 Rams roster where it's just like you buy your way to your championship, which in the NBA, where in the NFL, it worked with the 2021 Rams. But in the NBA, I just don't think that necessarily works. Like, I can't remember a time where like a team bought their way to a championship. I'm guessing maybe like the Celtics, because they brought in Kevin Garnett, right? Paul Pierce, I guess he's been there for a while. So, I guess they brought in like Kevin Garnett. And like, I don't even know, man. Like, I just really cannot know a time in NBA history where a team has bought a championship, or a franchise has bought a championship by buying guys and, just buying guys and they won a championship. I mean, if it's done right, it could happen. But for the Suns, it's just not going to happen. So, yeah, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about the Phoenix Suns. What do you guys think they need to do? If you guys enjoyed today's video, of course, drop a like and subscribe if you're brand new. Let me know what you guys think about the microphone quality and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been your boy Daniel. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next one. We'll see what the Suns do. Peace out.